Mane fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
Line. Nipa wabo ya me di san komo yi eye Kwesi Schandorf. Public Affairs Director, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Here Machen.
Melia, Mejoso, Bibia Boko, good morning.
Good morning. Apomu Boko wahadie. Se onso so de ye.
Nyamiadum, Bibia ye fine.
Na yem sisi kakra bi ene wo fa abanebo a Mos and Namos at the boy regarding the fight against Galamsey. Says still no one mobile ye your ma from Debia so a come here said the enemy is still there. We are not making headway now.
The truth of the matter is Oshe Galamsey fight here. You did say and yeah dear you able to me a combatant no like immediately and you could be able to me I can say okay after 2 months and after 3 months we can't do that because Oshe when we talk this way ebi mufi say ebi aye the assembly no politics but your politics it is and your politics at all Oshe from the period 2017 all the way to even 2022, between 2017 and 2022, most of the times, forest reserves are 5,500 hectares of land. But you see, our latest record from even Forestry Commission say number of Nsasia due to illegal mining, a brew 10,000 hectares of land. And he said the number of forest reserves or parcels of land that have been destroyed almost 10,000 hectares of land, or even more than 10,000 hectares of land actually. And let's say the fight, it's not something that you can resolve immediately because of the level of the devastation. Galamsey didn't even start in 2017. I mean, before 2017, yes, we knew there was Galamsey, but between this period, it is between that period, Galamsey, very, very deep and very, very prominent. That's how we say it in English. Very, very, very deep. And to usher the level of Galamsey, and yet any government, nobody can, and then that is what President Mama even said. President John Dramani Mama mentioned the other day. They say he knows as president, he was not kidding himself and thinking, he'll be able to deal with it immediately. I mean, it is deep into the fight. But all hope is not lost. Mr. Say, you were sounding like Obia. I mean, we are losing. No. All hope is not lost at all because from the time we came in up to now, be brave. I mean, this area we even have the time to go through them. But Osha and Rap press conference updates and so it was just up to just this quarter from January to this March Busui. This quarter. So much is being done, but like the way the sector minister, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, said some time ago, or say, this is how I put it, or say the Galamsey fight, say it is a marathon and yes sprint. They come marathon, yes sprint. I just say, and yeah, at the Albert sorry, I will say, okay, so see idea in just 1, 2, 3 steps, maybe it is one day after the other, and you are winning it. And so we are making progress, but we will be honest to say, because of the involvement of politically exposed people. Now, politically exposed people, when you're NPP for there are people also even in other parties, including the NDC, who are also involved. And see, as the political class, all of them are involved. I don't know how they're complicated, but and very soon we'll have results that all of us will be proud about.
The involvement of politicians here, okay, Mejidi yese ohe Namos and Penifua Wamudi and Munua or strategists when it comes to military operations near the idea. So we are tempted to believe, say, Omoko Kumbia noa, a corner dimension a bit take Biano or Muwo solution de be mitigate. Tie bi say political influence ya ye kan wansem yi no. Ye jane sa ana say ye wo roadmap bi wo wa ye de kebe that influence no.
Yes, meaning a roadmap, but the political influence, no. Once when we go to the Galamsey sites, no, Oko Galamsey sites is who a lot of young boys and girls who are in the pits. You can easily catch them because they are very exposed. You can easily lay your hands on them. But the politically exposed people, no, you will not see them in the pits. Ebimu city officers. Ebimu cry pastors for Ebimu imams. Some of them are football celebrities and journalists. Journalists, people who are very well exposed in society. And you can't keep things or influential people involved there. And politicians in Bupeo, a lot of people in society. And they are well connected. They are in they are the upper class of society. They are not like maybe some of us who are just ordinary maybe Ghanaians. No, some of them are well placed, and when you are going after these people, no, it is a network of people. It requires a lot of tact because sometimes, look, Mamima was in Nairobi. Our information be true intelligence. I've seen a way is a kingpin. By the time you start probing now, we won't say Nipa Krona FAO is a kingpin. No, Sana he's just or your signpost big or your signboard big. The actual people behind no some big people now they don't even operate and we will say my example big we will say they are bishop way. Because I've said that even pastors even come to plead for illegal minors and all of that. We will say bishop we were interest. That bishop now our friend in NDC. That friend also has somebody in MPP. That person also has ABA, knows an imam, a celebrity, a top journalist, be here. And see, by the time you go around, they are going around. It becomes difficult, but not impossible. I'm stressing say difficult, but not impossible because the only thing now you need to deal with the politicians, they say you need the political will. You can't political will. I will say you need that akuma to say that look, me and family, whether it is NDC or NPP, I can crack the whip. I can do what is right. Now, so our political will, no. And the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, has it. The Sector Minister, Honorable Amakofibo, also has it. And see, because we have the abundance of political will, no, it may be difficult now, but it is not impossible. And I can't say we have the political will. And people ask, now, what political will, and you still not been able to catch the kingpins. I mean, make us say it is a system, and so you have to go through it gradually. I mean, was it not just recently, your party NDC for big respected personalities in the party, Maker, the party's third national vice chairman, and then the party's national organizer. People living within the NDC. When allegations came up, say they have stakes in illegal mining, sir, Aban gave the order for Yoko to probe them. The probe is ongoing. And since Aban needs our political will now, would it have been going after its own people? One, yes, sir. And that political will is there. And once you have that political will there, you'll be able to deal with the kingpins and no, but at your time, made the story way or made the scenario way, made the stress the issue of the political will. No, what's the oko epwa? If you go to the beach side, won't see like the big fishes, no, like ibia whales, shark, no, you won't see them at the coastal end of the sea. Also, you say you swim, you go deep before you go and get them. That is how the kingpins are. They are not maybe at the Galamsey site or no. They are deep in the belly of the ocean. If to make into them, no, you need a lot of energy, a lot of time, resources, any intelligence. But we have the mechanism, and see, very soon we'll do what is needful, we'll name and shame, and all of this will be over.
Now, what can you say? Among the influencers, no journalists can honor Yemsi Kakrasa, Yenya Bribo de Ureina, a Binswomi.
Journalists are part. You see, that is why we have been saying, say, earlier this morning, I was speaking on Name Mekasawa, FM. I was saying, say, look, the Galamsey fight, no. We have gotten to a place I was saying treating as a national crisis. One time now covered by and all of us were dealing with it as a national issue and not a political issue. The reason we have to deal with it as a national crisis is say, and yet just the politicians. There are big, huge journalists, influential journalists who have interest. They sometimes they even write petitions for illegal miners. No money there's something they be brave, but we can't just spill all beyond them as living journalists. So in fact, there are even some activists on TV. Okay, in TV to say Galamsey in one way or the other, they to have friends or they are connected to people or they have an interest or something. Sometimes even, I'm saying men of God, huge men of God, and even religious leaders you think say, oh, somebody has said, they are the moral conscience. They are the moral conscience of society. See, they shouldn't even. But you realize that if there is a group who have been arrested, the call that will come for that group to be arrested, they will say head pastor be, and bishop be, and say apostle be, somebody who is very prominent. You see, so it is not just the politicians. You cannot try say, oh, NDC 4, NPP 4. It's not just the NDC and NPP people. Sometimes even chiefs. Yes, there are chiefs also who are. You see, because of the complication, all of us must come around and say, look, government is not saying mining is bad. Mining is there. Ghana is blessed with gold, so we have to extract and benefit. But it must be sustainable. Internal abiding is a friend responsible cooperative mining and skills development program. Say we can form cooperatives. License not that's what government is calling for, because for the illegal mining. If we don't do it that way, abide way the bar, abide way the call this government to go this. At the end of the day, it will still be the same. So we are doing it there. In that national consensus, but indeed, there are journalists who are involved. Journalists who have concessions, or journalists who know people who have concessions, or journalists who are writing and doing PR for people who have we can't mention names. You can't say it, that it is Osimas. But I'm just telling you that everybody is involved. And if everybody is involved, then everybody is needed to deal with it as well.
The percentage of success Namos leader Ebo Yamanianra, which is 87.7% year. Does it reflect said the ye who no regarding ensure asaya enete yansasia asaya ye reclaiming any our forest, especially the reserve ones 87.7% no? Is it just not on paper but reflective vividly on grounds?
In the 87 and 80, the 80 plus percentage now, we announced yesterday, context big a cracker home. And yes, yes, you can't say the success rate. Basically, your core Galamsey sites now, your focus be say we have to arrest illegal miners, seize equipment, confiscate excavators, and so when we go to an illegal mining site, and then we are able to do this, at least these three things and then the calculation on success rate. The success rate isn't just just the productivity when we go into a Galamsey site. And see, that is the success rate. But about the general work now, I can rate say based on what we have done so far now. We are more than 70%, because the reason I make us say we are more than 70% to say how Galamsey sites now the excavators it has really come down. And yes, some fans know and they are using it more, but even that one, call maybe to say western, north regions and central regions, that one is also coming down. Again, Galamsey almost say they are not much for no back, and it's just 2 hours away. Go away. The fact that they are running this day, it shows that they are even afraid of the 9 months personnel in the very first place. And see, if you look at the fear in them, and see, it's really because of the fear in them. And some of them crumpled, they even started fighting 9 months for no. But I can bow a clear one and say a bomb shooting now, or more as soldiers for they have been trained in warfare and warfare and shooting. And see, legal miner but you should just surrender, because if you decide to fire back or attack them, they are going to defend themselves. And see, if you look at all of these things, the fear in the illegal miners and how the excavators have reduced, and you can't say we are not saying that we have 100% result, but considerably, we have made a lot of progress, and with the commitment of governments, the push and the back of the backing of the president or His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Sector Minister Honorable Makofi Buhari. You did say by the end of the year, no, I mean, or even when we are doing your next quarter briefing, that is June ending now, we would have better results. Yeah, very good results.
I said that you're pay.
That's welcome.
The Ananaka ye a public affairs director at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Kwesi, Schandorf. 36 after 9. Live on OK 101.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.